everybody, welcome to the Joy of Dwarven Painting. I am Hamster. Today we're painting the grass banks from cities, so let's get into it. The first step of our grass banks is to base coat the entire piece with shallow water green and deep water green in a 3-to-1 ratio. You don't have to paint the outside edges of the piece though, we'll hit those quickly later. Next, we're going to do a light dry brush all over with some moss green.
Still got a pesky wet spot.
Next, we're going to use a mix of shallow water green and white 1-to-1. It's going to be really heavy on the slope of the bank and then sort of dry brush out into a gradient across the rest of the bank. Next, we're going to use that same mix with a dry brush over all the little leafy clumps and grassy clumps on your banks. Next, we're going to use a mix of moss green, lava yellow, and white in a 3-2-to-1 mix, and just do a light dry brush on this opaque light green layer. Now for any rocky bits on your banks, we're going to base coat all those with a layer of base gray. Next, we're going to dry brush those rocks lightly with stone edge dry brush, and we'll also toss this on the outer edges of the piece just to make sure they get a little paint, because there's some cool details on there too. And finally, for any little flowers left on your banks, we're going to mix up a nice light yellow, about 2 to 1 lava yellow and white, and just tap a little pop of color on those flowers. Might take a couple layers. Yellow paint is usually pretty thin in general. Just make sure it's nice and opaque, has a little accent. These steps should get you through most of your bank's pieces. I know there's quite a few different sculpts, but you should find these elements across quite a few of them. And that's it for your grass banks. Thanks so much for painting along with me today. And please tune in to Hamster's Hobby Hang on our Twitch channel Thursdays at Dwarven Forge Live, 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm painting all kinds of stuff there every week. And coming into our Discord too, we have a great community of fellow painters and collectors sharing tips and tricks, and it's a lot of fun. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.